Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Cheers. You are now watching Create a Steady Hustle with Liquid Cash.
Okay, since Six Fig and Rayshawn Green showed that love, we're gonna tell a story, man. And I don't think I ever told y'all a story either. Oh Lord, I'm laughing already. I can't believe I'm gonna tell y'all this story. But it's dope. It's dope. It's bold. It's real and it's raw. And this is how I like for you niggas to be. Bold, real, and raw. You dig? So anyway, I was dating this one chick. Well, we was in really, I wouldn't say dating. We was having a situationship. You dig? And, you know, every time she comes in town, you know, we would have time together. We spent time together. She lived in New York City, and she was a beautiful female, long, black, jet black, thick, beautiful hair. You dig? No weave. I'm talking about long, black, thick, beautiful hair. Beautiful complexion, gorgeous, you dig? Very beautiful female. Yeah, I know I like them. She was pretty tall too. Slim. She didn't really have a fat ass. I'm got to keep it real. She didn't have a fat ass at all, but she had nice legs. She was sexy. For me, the main thing that attracts me about a woman is a face. That's the first thing I look for, a beautiful face. That's what gets me, a beautiful face right there. You dig? Then I look at the physical body, right? I look at the ass, then I look at the titties, I look at the legs, I look at the toes. You gotta have pretty toes. You dig? And she checked all my boxes. Beautiful face, nice slim physique. She didn't have a fat ass. That was one of the boxes she didn't check, but I didn't care because a face made up for the not having a fat ass. She had nice titties, fairly nice. You dig? Beautiful feet, of course. You gotta have a woman with nice feet because it's very important. Even though I'm not a foot man, I like a woman with nice toes. I don't like women with big feet and ugly toes. If you got a big feet, I'm not rocking with you. You dig? I'm not. If you anything like, size 9, you wear size 9 in men, you wear size 8 in men type of feet, I'm not rocking with you. I don't like women with big feet. You dig? I was watching an interview the other day with Jada Pinkett, and she was talking about Will Smith, and I couldn't help but resist the look at her feet. And I noticed that Jada got big feet. And I was like, God damn. As small as she is for her petite body, she had some big ass sneakers on. I know y'all probably seen the interview as well. She was online talking about Will Smith and about how, she was, some bullshit. Either way, she had big ass feet. I don't like women with big feet. Now, this woman, like I said, this female was very beautiful, gorgeous. When she come into town, we'll have a good time together. And, sex was great. Everything was moving smooth. You know what I mean? Everything was beautiful. And this one particular weekend, she came over, right? Now, we getting it on. We having a good time. And I noticed that her body odor wasn't the same. I noticed the vagina wasn't smelling the same. Now, it wasn't a bad odor because I was still able to perform and get it on. It wasn't a bad odor, but it was not the same. The body odor changed. Her pH balance was off. It just wasn't right. And after the sex paid, we had a wonderful time still regardless. I didn't stop the show. I still went on and did my thing, you dig? Because it wasn't a bad odor, but I noticed that it wasn't the same. And I'm bold and I'm straightforward. And, after I'm done, having that extravaganza, I'm a clean type of person. I'm very clean and neat. I don't have sex and then go sleep on the same bed that I have sex with. I got one bed I get my freak on and one bed I sleep on. You dig? So what we did is we took the bed sheets off the bed and we put them in the laundry, and we wash the bed sheets and all that, and then we wait for them to dry. Then we putting back the sheets on the bed, because you're not gonna fuck my bed up and then not wash it and put the bed back together. Nah, that ain't happening. You're not leaving a mess for me to clean up. Nah, you dig? So after I finished having that sexual experience with her, we made sure clean up, wash the bed, and we putting on the bed sheets. And I asked her, I said, who you been fucking? Yeah, I asked her straight up, just like that, bold and direct. I said, who you been sleeping with? She said, what you mean, who I been sleeping with? I only been sleeping with you. I said, nah, you bullshitting. Who you been sleeping with? She said, why you say that? What made you believe that I've been sleeping with somebody else? What made you think that I would be sleeping with another person when me and you are sexually active? Why would I do that? You satisfy me enough. I said, man, listen, man, quit the bullshit. Listen, man, cut it out, man. Just keep it 100. Who you been sleeping with? She said, how you know I've been sleeping with somebody else? I said, your pH balance is off. Your vagina don't smell the same. Nah, it don't smell the same. She said, where you get that from? I said, back in the days when I was dealing with this young female and, she was sleeping with somebody else and her pH balance was off. I went downstairs and I asked my aunt, I say, aunt, my girl pH balance is off. Her vagina don't smell the same. What's going on? She said, you know what? 9 out of 10 times, if her pH balance is off and y'all been having sex consistently together, that means she's sleeping with somebody else. So now I'm asking you, who you been sleeping with? And she confessed and she said, I have slept with somebody else. And she told me the story about where they met, how they met, and she did sleep with someone else. And I told her after she told me the story, because I said, I'm not mad at you. Keep it all the way 1,000 with me, because I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to be mad. I'm not one of these, lame ass dude that's going to get upset by you telling the truth. I appreciate you telling the truth. You dig? And I told her, I said, you know what? That's fine and all good. And I respect that you keeping it 100 with me and you telling the truth. But I also told her, stop sleeping with him without a condom. And that's what really shocked her. Because she was like, how did you know that we had relations without a condom? And the reason I knew that is because I sleep with her with a condom on. So I already know what to expect. So if somebody throw your pH balance off in that kind of way, I already know it's because you slept with him without a condom. See, I'm wise and gamed up like that. You dig? Some of you dudes got to be gamed up like that. I already know in order for your pH balance to be off, in order for you to have an odor or have a stench like that, you had to sleep with another man without a condom. And she was shocked that I even knew that. And I said, you know what? You should even go get a checkup. Yeah, you should go get a checkup. You should make sure you all the way right. You dig? Yeah, you got to do that. And I just want to let you know, I appreciate you for being honest with me, but I can't sleep with you no more after that. I can't lay down with you no more after that. You got to get yourself right. Yeah, you got to get yourself right. Not to say that you got anything. I'm just saying, once another man is inserted in you in that kind of way, I can't lay down with you no more. I'm doing myself a disservice. You dig? If you could find time to sleep with another man while you was sleeping with me, even though we wasn't in a relationship, we just had a situationship, I don't give a damn. You still shouldn't be laying down with another dude after me. And if you find time to do that, and you did it raw diggity, that means you don't jeopardize you jeopardizing your life and you jeopardizing my life. Thank God I'm just smart enough to go strap up, put that Jimmy on. But guess how much dudes are not intelligent like that, or smart enough, or care about themselves like that, or respect themselves like that to put a Jimmy on. Most of these dudes are sliding in vegan. They going vegan the first night. You dig? And some of these dudes is gambling with they, they shooting craps with their balls. That's how they moving out here. And women are doing the same thing. They shooting craps with their vagina. And one day you gonna crap out. So you gotta be smart about how you moving. So I told her what it was, and I let her know, hey man, we still friends, we still cool. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? We could, you know what I'm saying? We could still be cool, but we can't explore that part of our friendship anymore. We can't have a sexual relationship anymore Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, I do not sleep with women that sleep with other men. I don't care if you're in a relationship or not. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I don't sleep with women that sleep with other men. If we are sexually active together, you should give me enough grace and enough respect to not sleep with another man. And if you decide to sleep with another man while you're sleeping with me, you let me know that. You let me know so I can make a decision and say, okay, you can go ahead and do that and I'm gonna step back. Cheers, what it is and what it ain't, man. Listen, I know y'all been watching my content for a couple of years now. If you support what I do and support my campaign, I need you to click the link right now, subscribe to my Create a Steady Hustle YouTube channel, and also if you want to go further, subscribe to my Patreon and really support the show like you're supposed to. You already know what it is, man. Support who supports you. It's yours truly, Liquid Cash.